You slide out of your mother, somewhere in the steppes of Central Asia. Your body hits the ground and you lie there with your legs folded beneath you. Your nose is oversized and soft, hanging loose across your face. Your mother turns and starts licking your body, cleaning the birth fluid from your skin. You try to lift your head, but it drops back down. Then you push with your front legs and manage to raise your chest slightly before collapsing again. Your mother nudges you with her nose, pushing against your side. So you try again, this time getting your back legs under you. You stand for a second before your legs shake and you fall. But your mother keeps nudging, so you push up once more. This time you hold it. Your legs tremble, but they don't give out. You take one step forward, then another, and now you're standing on your own. You need to drink, so you move toward your mother's side and find her udder. You latch on and start nursing, milk filling your stomach for the first time. After a few minutes, your mother steps away and starts grazing nearby. You're too tired to follow, so you drop onto the ground and lie flat in the tall grass. Your mother walks farther away, leaving you alone. You stay still with your head pressed against the dirt. Then a shadow moves across the grass above you. You don't know what it is, but something inside tells you not to move. The shadow circles once, then passes directly overhead. It's a steppe eagle, scanning the ground below. You hold completely still, not even blinking. The eagle continues flying and disappears over a ridge. Your mother returns a few minutes later and nudges you again. You stand and nurse once more, then she walks away to graze. You've learned your first rule now. When danger comes, stay still. Your mother moves farther across the steppe, and you watch her go. You're 5 days old now, and your legs no longer shake with every step. You follow your mother as she grazes, keeping close to her side while she moves across the steppe. Then you spot another calf in the distance with its mother nearby. You want to see what it does, so you walk toward it slowly. The other calf sees you and stops grazing, then takes a few steps in your direction. You both meet in the middle and stand there for a moment, just watching each other. Then the other calf jumps forward and spins around, so you do the same. You both start running in short bursts, testing your speed across the open ground. Your legs pump faster than they ever have before, and you can keep up. The other calf cuts left and you follow, then you cut right and it mirrors you. But then, your mother lifts her head and stares at something in the distance. You stop running and look where she's looking. A Corsac fox is walking across the steppe about 50 meters away, its head low and eyes scanning the ground. Both mothers move quickly, positioning themselves between the fox and the calves. Your mother stamps her front hooves into the dirt twice, making the fox stop and turn its head toward her. The fox watches for a few seconds, then sits down and scratches behind its ear with its back leg. It's calculating whether the effort is worth it. Then it stands, turns away, and trots off in the opposite direction without looking back. Your mother relaxes and returns to grazing. You and the other calf start running again like nothing happened, but your mother keeps lifting her head every few seconds to check the area. After a while, your mother starts moving faster when she grazes, covering more ground than before. You have to walk quicker to keep up with her now. Soon you'll need to match her pace with something much bigger than just 2 saigas. Skip forward a bit, and you're 3 weeks old now. Your mother leads you over a low ridge, and when you reach the top, you stop. Below you, hundreds of saigas are scattered across the steppe, all moving in the same direction. You've never seen this many animals in one place before. Your mother walks down the slope without hesitating, so you follow close behind her. You enter the herd, and suddenly there are bodies everywhere pressing in from all sides. You try to stay next to your mother, but another saiga walks between you and blocks your view. You push forward, trying to see past the legs and bodies, but she's gone. You start bleeding and turning in circles, looking for her. Another calf bumps into you from behind, making you stumble forward. You regain your balance and keep searching, but every direction looks the same. Then you hear your mother's call cutting through all the other sounds. You recognize it instantly and push toward where it came from, squeezing between 2 adults who don't even look down at you. You see her ahead and run the last few steps, pressing your body against her side. She lowers her head and sniffs you once, then continues walking with the herd. The herd moves like water, flowing across the steppe without stopping. You walk beside your mother and watch the others around you. Some calves stay close to their mothers like you do. Others wander farther, but always return. The adults graze as they move, pulling grass while their legs keep walking. You try to copy them, grabbing a mouthful of grass while moving, but you stumble and have to stop. The herd keeps moving through the afternoon, and you're learning their rhythm now. Walk, graze, walk, graze. Your mother never stops for long, and neither does anyone else. You'll need to learn this rhythm too, or you'll be left behind. You're 2 months old now, and the herd has been walking for days. The grass beneath your hooves becomes shorter and harder to find, so the herd keeps moving forward without stopping. Then you crest a small hill and see it ahead. A wide river cuts across the steppe with water moving fast from left to right. The adults at the front don't slow down. They walk straight into the water and start wading across. Your mother follows them, so you stay close behind her. The water reaches your chest, then your neck, and suddenly your hooves can't touch the bottom anymore. You start kicking your legs, trying to keep your head above the surface while the current pushes you sideways. Your mother is ahead of you, already halfway across. You pump your legs harder and follow her path, but the current keeps pulling you downstream. Then you see another calf farther down lose its footing completely. It tries to swim back toward the others, but the water sweeps it away and it disappears around a bend. You push even harder, your legs burning as you fight against the current. Your nose stays above the water, filtering air as your body moves forward. The far bank is closer now, just a few more meters. You kick one final time and your front hooves hit solid ground. You drag yourself up onto the shore and collapse on your side with your ribs moving fast. Your mother is already standing and shaking water from her coat. After a moment, you get up and follow her as she walks away from the river. The herd doesn't wait for stragglers. They're already moving again, heading toward fresh grass in the distance. But beyond that grass, something else waits. You'll catch their scent before you see them. At 6 months old, you've grown faster and your nose has fully developed into the shape it's meant to be. You're grazing with the herd when suddenly every head lifts at once. You stop chewing and look up too. Then you see them. 3 wolves are walking out from a shallow ravine about 100 meters away, moving steadily toward the herd. The herd doesn't panic. Instead, they start moving away from the wolves. Not running yet, just flowing in the opposite direction like water. You follow your mother as she turns and walks with the others. But the wolves start moving faster, closing the distance with long strides. The herd picks up speed. And so do you. Then one of the wolves breaks into a run and the other 2 follow. They're targeting the edges of the herd where the older and weaker saigas are struggling to keep up. An old female stumbles on uneven ground, and all 3 wolves change direction instantly, heading straight for her. The rest of the herd breaks into a full sprint, and you run with them. Your legs pump as fast as they can while the ground blurs beneath your hooves. Your inflatable nose expands and contracts with each breath, filtering out the dust that the hundreds of hooves kick up around you. You can breathe clearly even while running at full speed, so you don't slow down. Behind you, the wolves have stopped chasing. They've made their kill, and they don't need anything else. The herd slows to a walk after a few minutes, then stops to graze again. Your mother lowers her head and starts eating like nothing happened. You do the same, but you keep lifting your head every few seconds to scan the steppe. Winter is coming, and when it does, the snow will slow everyone down. The wolves know this, and they'll be waiting. You're 1 year old now, and the steppe is covered in snow. The grass you need to eat is buried beneath it, so you use your front hooves to dig through the layers until you reach the frozen blades underneath. You pull them up with your teeth and chew slowly, getting what little nutrition you can from them. The herd moves slower now, conserving energy with every step. You stay close to the others, following their paths through the deep snow. Then the wind picks up and snow starts falling so thick you can barely see the saiga walking in front of you. You keep your head down and follow their tracks, placing your hooves exactly where theirs went. The storm lasts for hours. You just keep walking, one step after another with your nose filtering the snow and wind as you breathe. Then finally the wind stops and the snow clears. You lift your head and look around. The herd is smaller than it was before. Several calves and weaker adults are gone, lost somewhere behind you in the storm. You need to find food again, so you start scanning the ground for places where the wind might have cleared the snow away. Then you spot it. A patch of exposed grass about 20 meters away where the wind scraped the surface clean. You walk toward it quickly before anyone else sees it. When you reach it, you lower your head and start eating fast, pulling up as much grass as you can before the herd moves on. After a few minutes, your mother calls and starts walking again. You lift your head and follow her, leaving the patch behind. Spring will come eventually, and when it does, everything will change. The herd will split apart, and the males will start fighting. You'll need to decide what kind of saiga you want to be. Skip forward and you're 2 years old now. The males have started gathering in specific areas across the steppe, and you're one of them. You're a young male, not yet fully grown, but your nose has started to swell and darken. The older males stand in their territories calling out to females who pass by, their noses even more swollen than yours. You watch from a distance as 2 dominant males face each other near a group of females. They lower their heads and charge, their skulls crashing together with enough force to echo across the steppe. They push against each other for several seconds before one breaks away and retreats. The winner returns to his females and continues calling. You want to try, so you move toward a small group of females grazing nearby. You're only a few steps away when a larger male appears from your right. He's twice your size with a nose so swollen it hangs heavy over his mouth. He lowers his head and runs straight at you without slowing down. You turn and run immediately. He chases you for about 50 meters, his hooves pounding the ground behind you. Then he stops at the edge of what must be his territory and just stands there watching you. You keep running until you're well away from him, then slow to a walk. You find other young males grazing together near the edge of the breeding grounds. They're all around your age, too young to hold territories, but old enough to try. You join them and start grazing, lifting your head every few minutes to watch the older males with their females. This isn't your year. You're not strong enough to hold a territory yet, and you're not big enough to fight the males who can. But next year will be different. Next year you'll come back bigger, and next year you'll fight for your own space. You're 4 years old now, and this spring you claimed your own territory. You stand in your patch of steppe with your nose swollen and dark, calling out to females as they pass by. Several of them graze nearby, and you've successfully held this ground for 3 weeks straight. You lower your head to graze for a moment, then lift it again to scan the area. Then you notice something wrong. The herd is becoming restless, moving in different directions instead of grazing calmly. Other males are abandoning their territories and walking away. You don't understand why, but something in the air has changed. Then your nose starts running. You shake your head trying to clear it, but the fluid keeps coming. Your breathing becomes harder. Each breath takes more effort than it should, making your sides move faster. You try to walk, but your legs feel heavy and slow. Then your front leg buckles and you stumble forward, catching yourself just before you fall. Other saigas around you are collapsing onto the ground, their bodies going still one after another. You need to move, so you take another step forward, but your legs give out completely and you fall onto your side. Your head hits the ground and stays there. You try to lift it, but nothing happens. Your breathing gets shorter and shallower, each breath barely moving your ribs. Around you, dozens of bodies lie scattered across the steppe. Some are still moving slightly, but most have already stopped. Your vision starts to blur, making everything above you fade into shapes and colors. You take one more shallow breath, then your body goes still. The steppe continues on like it always does, and somewhere in the distance, the survivors keep walking.